It's 3 in the morning in Manhattan. People crowd the doors, hoping to get in.
You want a dream, girl? Well, then go to sleep and have a nightmare.
The nightlife in the 1970s USA unveils many iconic bars and nightclubs that have since vanished, leaving behind a legacy of glamour, innovation, and cultural significance. These were more than just places to drink and dance. They were epicenters of creativity, rebellion, and social revolution. From New York City to Los Angeles, each venue had its distinct charm and allure, drawing in crowds from all walks of life. Despite their eventual closure, their impact on the cultural landscape of the time cannot be overstated. So today, join us on a journey through time as we explore 20 famous bars and nightclubs of the 70s that no longer exist. Number 1. Playboy Clubs. Playboy Clubs, iconic symbols of sophistication and allure in the 1970s USA nightlife, offered extravagant havens where patrons indulged in luxury, entertainment, and glamour. Originating in Chicago in 1960 and founded by Hugh Hefner, Playboy Clubs quickly spread to major cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Miami. They epitomized the Playboy lifestyle, attracting celebrities, socialites, and business magnates to revel in the allure of the iconic Playboy bunnies. These clubs were distinguished by their bunny servers, exuding elegance and charm in their signature attire. Lavish interiors, live music, and exclusive memberships added to their allure. World-class entertainers and gourmet cuisine made each visit unforgettable. However, societal shifts in the late 1970s led to criticism of the club's objectification of women. By 1988, the last Playboy Club in the U.S. closed its doors, marking the end of an era. Nonetheless, the legacy persists, reflecting when hedonism, elegance, and the iconic bunny logo defined the pinnacle of nightlife. The lights dimmed on the era of Playboy Clubs, but did Studio 54's extravagant allure and abrupt end mirror the fading opulence of Playboy's nightlife empire? Number 2. Studio 54. Studio 54 is a legendary emblem of the 1970s disco era, transcending mere nightclub status to becoming a shimmering playground of extravagance and allure. Its history unfolds like a captivating narrative.
Studio 54 is probably the Mount Olympus of the disco world.
Originally the Gallo Opera House in 1927, nestled in Midtown Manhattan, it evolved into Studio 52 under CBS in 1942, a bustling hub for radio and television. However, it was in 1977 that Steve Rubel and Ian Schrager ignited its transformation into Studio 54, unleashing a hedonistic paradise upon its unveiling. The club's events defied imagination, from Bianca Jagger's entrance on a white horse to Grace Jones emerging from a giant cake. Yet, amid the sexual liberation and rampant drug use, the party ended abruptly in 1980 with tax evasion charges against Rubel and Schrager. Though a scaled-down version briefly persisted as the Ritz Rock Club, its magic faded. In 1998, the Roundabout Theater Company revitalized the space, hosting cabaret and honoring Studio 54's legacy. Studio 54 remains a memorable chapter in nightlife history. It's where disco dreams collide with excess, immortalizing an era of boldness and beauty. Number 3. The Limelight. The Limelight, a chain of nightclubs that epitomize the magic of the 1970s nightlife, boasts a captivating tale. Originating in Hallandale, Florida in the 1970s under Peter Gashin's vision, the Limelight enchanted patrons, even making a cameo in Jerry Lewis's film Hardly Working. After a fire destroyed the Florida venue, Gashin resurrected the concept in Atlanta, crafting a Euro-style haven in a strip mall, hosting luminaries like Andy Warhol and Debbie Harry. Dubbed Disco Kroger due to its adjacency to a 24-hour Kroger grocery store, the Atlanta Limelight was a blend of hedonism and everyday convenience. Innovations like a glass dance floor and snow machines added to its allure. Yet the New York City Limelight etched itself into legend. In 1983, Gashin transformed a former church into a pulsating sanctuary for techno, goth, and industrial music, creating a space where dreams shimmered and the night sang its siren song. However, the Limelight closed its doors in the early 2000s. The original Limelight in New York City, housed in a former church, shut down in 2001 after several legal issues and controversies. Number 4. 2001 Odyssey. 2001 Odyssey, nestled in Brooklyn's heart, carved its place into disco history during the 1970s, fueled by electrifying beats. Its journey began in Hallandale, Florida, but it relocated to Bay Bridge, Brooklyn after a fire. The iconic dance floor, adorned in primary colors, awaited its cinematic debut. Glorious nights at 2001 Odyssey birthed stars like Gloria Gaynor, while patrons, dripping in gold chains, danced with abandon amid a palpable air of desire. However, disco's demise led to transformation. By the late 1980s, it became Spectrum, catering to a different crowd. By 1995, the lights dimmed, marking the end of an era. The famous disco floor, almost finding a new home in 2005, symbolizes nostalgia. 2001 Odyssey, where dreams twirled, bodies pulsed, echoes in neon memories. A beacon of disco's heyday whispering, "Dance like nobody's watching." As the neon glow of 2001 Odyssey's disco era dims, did Paradise Garage, with its transcendent beats and inclusive embrace, share a dance floor with the stars of Brooklyn's heyday. Number 5. Paradise Garage. Paradise Garage, situated in the vibrant heart of New York City, transcended its nightclub status to become a legendary institution, immersing visitors in its pulsating rhythm. In 1977, amidst the disco era's glitter, Paradise Garage emerged at 84 King Street in Soho, masterminded by DJ Larry Levin and impresario Michael Brody. Its transformation from a parking garage into a dance sanctuary made it unique, hinting at its humble origins. The dance floor at Paradise Garage welcomed all, gay, straight, black, white, artist, and misfits, were labels dissolved into acceptance. Entry wasn't merely transactional. It required membership and connection reserved for those who understood its essence. In 1987, as the AIDS crisis cast a shadow and the city's landscape shifted, Paradise Garage closed its doors, but its legacy endured. DJs still chase its spirit, a blend of community, freedom, and groove, keeping its memory alive as a beacon for those who seek connection through rhythm. Number 6. Peppermint Lounge. The Peppermint Lounge, a discotheque that captured the hearts of New Yorkers in the 1960s, nestled at 128 West 45th Street in Manhattan, transcending mere dance floors to become a cultural phenomenon. Opening its doors in 1958, the Peppermint Lounge soared to prominence during the twist dance craze of 1960 and 1961, drawing celebrities like Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, and Judy Garland to sway to Joey D and the Starlighters tunes. Its global fame surged with hits like Peppermint Twist and Twistin' the Night Away, immortalized further in the movie Hey, Let's Twist. Even the Beatles paid a visit during their inaugural U.S. tour in 1964. With a cozy capacity of 178, the Peppermint Lounge fostered intimacy, enhanced by its gay clientele and infectious tunes, possibly birthing go-go dancing. Sadly, the original lounge shuttered in 1965, but a revival in 1980 carried on its legacy with a new beat. Number 7. The Warehouse. The Warehouse, nestled in Chicago's heart, transcended nightclub status to become the birthplace of house music. Established in 1977 by Robert Robbie Williams at 206 South Jefferson Street, this unassuming venue reshaped the musical landscape. Beyond disco balls and neon lights, the Warehouse was DJ Frankie Knuckles' domain, where a former factory transformed into a pulsating sanctuary every Saturday from midnight to Sunday midday. Around 500 patrons, primarily gay, black, and Latino men, danced to Knuckles' magic. Admission was $5 with complimentary juice and water, but the music ignited souls. Knuckles' blend of disco and European electronic beats birthed house music, named after the Warehouse. Its infectious, hypnotic rhythms made the warehouse a spiritual experience of liberation and abandonment. The warehouse closed its doors in 1983, but its influence spanned the globe, birthing Chicago house music and providing solace to the queer community. In 2023, it became a Chicago landmark, but its actual legacy lives in the beats echoing through time. The pulsating rhythms of the warehouse fade into memory. However, did My Father's Place, with its eclectic lineup and soulful strains, share a similar transformative journey from mere nightclub to musical sanctuary. Number 8. My Father's Place. My Father's Place, a musical sanctuary in Roslyn, New York, transcended nightclub status to become a pilgrimage for music lovers. Opening its doors on May the 30th of 1971 at 19 Bryan Avenue, it soon echoed with the soulful strains of rock, folk, and the essence of a generation. Legendary moments unfolded as Richie Havens inaugurated the stage to a sold-out crowd. Under the guiding principle of promoter Michael Eppie Epstein, no cover bands graced the venue. Instead, aspiring artists found a spotlight, shining brightly in the club's embrace. The magic of My Father's Place extended beyond its walls as WLIR-FM broadcasted concerts live, igniting a revolution in alternative radio. Its eclectic lineup, from reggae luminaries to punk rebels like the Ramones and Blondie, turned it into a sonic kaleidoscope. Though the original chapter closed in 1987, Epstein revived its spirit in 2018 at the Roslyn Hotel, echoing memories of bygone days. Next time a classic tune hums in your mind, salute My Father's Place, the heartbeat of an era.
Ready to get down in the house with some more music? The Power. That's the song. The band's name is Snap, and we're going to snap it right now.
Number 9. The Electric Circus. The Electric Circus, a vibrant hub of creativity, burst into existence in Manhattan's East Village. From 1967 until August of 1971, this dynamic nightclub at 1925 St. Mark's Place served as a psychedelic haven for those craving an extraordinary experience. An invitation beckoned attendees to play games, dress freely, dance, sit, think, tune in, and turn on. This wasn't just a nightclub. It was a sensory wonderland. Flames danced with jugglers, trapeze artists floated overhead, and stilt walkers mingled with the crowd. Acts like the Velvet Underground and the Grateful Dead, alongside composers Terry Riley and Morton Subotnick, pushed boundaries and expanded minds. Originally a set of townhouses, the venue's history included stints at the Arlen Club, Arlington Hall, and the Polish National Home. The Electric Circus emerged through its transformation, leaving an enduring mark on nightlife history. With the psychedelic haze of the Electric Circus dissipating, did the pulsating rhythms of Copa, with its Latin-inspired fervor, echo the sensory wonderland of the Electric Circus. Number 10. Copa. Copa, a dynamic chain of Latin-inspired nightclubs, illuminated the American nightlife scene from the 1970s until its final days, infusing dance floors with salsa rhythms and disco beats. It was a cultural melting pot where Latin passion electrified the air, and dancers spoke a universal language through movement. The music, a fusion of Cuban, Puerto Rican, and Caribbean beats, ignited souls. Copa was a celebrity magnet, hosting luminaries like Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, and Gloria Estefan, whose voices reverberated throughout the club, accompanied by a menu bursting with flavors, empanadas, plantains, and flowing mojitos. Amidst the 70s disco craze, Copa sparkled with mirrored balls and glittering dance floors, immortalized by the iconic Barry Manilow song, Copacabana. Though Copa dimmed its lights in the twilight of the 70s, its legacy persisted. So when you sway to salsa or groove to disco, remember Copa's spirit, the place where music transcended borders.
And my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello.
Number 11. The Saint. The Saint, an iconic American gay nightclub, illuminated New York City's vibrant nightlife from 1980 to 1988, leaving an unforgettable imprint on the city's cultural landscape. Emerging from the ashes of the Fillmore East, a renowned rock and roll venue, The Saint found its home at 105 2nd Avenue in the East Village. Bruce Mailman and architectural designer Charles Terrell collaborated to create an extraordinary space. Despite construction delays, The club opened its doors on September the 20th of 1980 with anticipation palpable, as 2,500 memberships were sold in advance, each costing between $150 and $250, underscoring its exclusivity. The Saint boasted unique features, including its impressive dome, which crowned the circular dance floor, concealed speakers, and served as a canvas for mesmerizing lighting effects. It was renowned for its high-energy atmosphere, with advanced lighting systems pulsing in sync with the beats, drawing crowds from all walks of life to its spectacular dance parties. Despite facing challenges such as the AIDS epidemic, the Saint adapted, welcoming both gay and straight patrons and emphasizing safe sex practices. Its legacy endures as the Vatican of Disco, a sacred ground where music, lights, and bodies converged, encapsulating an era of possibility in New York City's dance scene. Number 12. G.G. Barnum's Room. G.G. Barnum's Room, a dazzling disco in New York City, lit up the nightlife scene from July 20th of 1978 until its final bow in November of 1980, imprinting a lasting legacy on the city's social tapestry. Located at 128 West 45th Street, the venue was a visual extravaganza, captivating revelers with its opulent decor. Mirrored walls, crystal chandeliers, and plush velvet drapes created a kaleidoscope of colors, setting the stage for an unforgettable experience. At the heart of G.G. Barnum's Room, the dance floor throbbed with energy. The spinning disco ball cast a mesmerizing glow, while male go-go dancers performed daring acrobatics on trapezes suspended above a safety net. Though G.G. Barnum's Room has faded into history, its legacy persists as a reminder of the magical moments that unfold under glittering lights, surrounded by a diverse and vibrant community. Number 13. Infiniti. Infiniti, a symbol of extravagance and indulgence, illuminated New York City's nightlife in the late 1970s. From July the 20th of 1978 until its final bow in November of 1980, this lavish nightclub transcended mere entertainment, becoming a playground for the city's elite. Nestled at 128 West 45th Street, Infiniti was a sight to behold. Its lavish interiors boasted mirrored walls, crystal chandeliers, and plush velvet drapes, setting the stage for luxury. As high-profile guests swept through the entrance, anticipation filled the air. The dance floor of Infiniti was a spectacle of excess. The disco ball, a celestial orb, spun above, casting a mesmerizing display of reflections. Beneath it, bodies moved to the pulsating beats, liberated from inhibition. Champagne flowed freely, and the night seemed endless, a realm where pleasure knew no limits. Though Infiniti has faded into memory, its legacy persists, a reminder of nights when New York City danced on the edge of decadence, chasing dreams of infinity. After the glittering memories of Infiniti's extravagant nights fade into the past, the Mud Club, with its defiant artistic spirit, offers a glimpse into a different kind of infinity. In this realm, creativity knew no bounds. Number 14. The Mud Club. The Mud Club, a bastion of artistic defiance, illuminated New York City's underground scene from 1978 to 1983. Situated at 77 White Street in Tribeca, this unassuming yet influential nightclub starkly contrasted its peers' flashy extravagance. Conceived by filmmaker Steve Maas, art curator Diego Cortez, and downtown punk persona Anya Phillips, the Mud Club paid homage to countercultural ideals. Housed in artist Ross Bleckner's loft, it embraced the ethos of an art bar cabaret, a rebellion against the mainstream. Its stage was a melting pot of creativity, featuring diverse talent spanning new wave, experimental music, and performance art. Literary luminaries like Allen Ginsberg mingled with emerging fashion designers such as Anna Sui and Jasper Conran. Despite its allure to celebrities like Andy Warhol and David Bowie, the Mud Club remained a sanctuary for artistic misfits, a place where avant-garde thrived in the shadows. Its legacy echoes the raw creativity of its era, reminding us that true magic often emerges from the underground.
We are family. My eyes, do they deceive me? Who is that?
Number 15, Uncle Sam's. Uncle Sam's, a chain of patriotic-themed nightclubs, burst onto the scene during America's bicentennial celebrations from 1976 to the early 1980s. These lively venues ignited the night with their vibrant atmosphere and unique flair, embodying the spirit of red, white, and blue pride. The birth of Uncle Sam coincided with America's 200th birthday, marking a patriotic awakening. These clubs weren't just places to dance, they were vibrant playgrounds where Uncle Sam himself might have joined in the revelry. From 4th of July extravaganzas to President's Day disco parties, each night celebrated American spirit, with patrons donning star-spangled outfits and the DJ spinning tunes that defined the party circuit. Uncle Sam's welcomed a diverse crowd, from war veterans to college students and families, blurring boundaries on the dance floor. It evoked nostalgia and pride, with people swaying to disco beats while remembering wartime dances. Amid societal changes, while Uncle Sam's has faded into the past, its legacy remains, a testament to the enduring allure of patriotic celebration and the timeless joy of freedom. Number 16, the Anvil. The Anvil, a legendary hotspot in New York City, emerged in the early 1970s and quickly gained fame for its cutting-edge nightlife scene. It attracted a diverse and adventurous crowd drawn to its late-night dance parties and vibrant atmosphere. The Anvil's success stemmed from its unique blend of music, art, and subversive culture, making it a hub for creativity and self-expression. Its edgy vibe and underground appeal propelled it to popularity, becoming a must-visit destination for those seeking an alternative nightlife experience. However, despite its initial success, the Anvil eventually closed its doors in the late 1980s, marking the end of an era. While its closure saddened many, its legacy continues to influence the nightlife scene in New York City and beyond. Those who experienced its magic firsthand remember it fondly. The Anvil remains a symbol of a bygone era, a testament to the ever-evolving nature of nightlife culture. The vibrant memories of the Anvil's alternative allure resonate, but did Le Jardin's elegant disco-era charm face a similar twilight? Will its echoes of glamour and exclusivity continue to shape the fabric of nightlife? Number 17, Le Jardin. Le Jardin, a renowned discotheque in New York, exuded elegance throughout the disco era of the 1970s and early 1980s. Like a hidden garden waiting to be discovered, it emerged in the mid-1970s, swiftly attracting New York's elite. Celebrities, artists, and trendsetters gravitated to Le Jardin, captivated by its allure and exclusivity. The pinnacle came in March of 1975 when Gloria Gaynor, the Queen of Disco, was ceremoniously crowned on its dance floor amidst pulsating energy and her anthem, "I Will Survive," echoing through the chic space. Le Jardin stood out for its sophistication, embodied in its French-inspired name, lush greenery, and crystal chandeliers illuminating tuxedo-clad dancers. As the glitter ball spun overhead, Le Jardin carved its place in nightlife history, transcending mere club status to become a tireless symbol of hedonistic joy. Number 18, Zenon. Zenon, a blazing comet in New York's nightlife scene, illuminated the disco heavens throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s. Bursting into existence in June of 1978, it emerged from the former Henry Miller's Theater, shedding its former identity as the Avon at the Hudson, a less glamorous porn theater. Howard Stein, renowned for summoning legends like The Who and David Bowie to New York City, partnered with Peppo Vanini, a European club maestro from Regines, to create Zenon. The dance floor was a radiant playground adorned with an enormous X, casting light rays to encourage revelers to shed inhibitions. Zenon also pioneered the go-go box craze, where amateur dancers strutted their stuff atop elevated platforms. Life magazine immortalized its shimmering nights in a disco-themed article. However, all cosmic journeys must end, and Zenon's lights dimmed in 1984, making way for the Bank of America Tower while preserving its neo-Georgian facade on 43rd Street. When Zenon's disco lights faded into the night, did Faces, Chicago Studio 54, experience a similar celestial descent when its dance floor went dark? Number 19, Faces. Faces, situated in Chicago's vibrant Gold Coast, blazed a trail through the disco era of the 1970s. Established in 1978 at 940 North Rush Street, it swiftly became a beacon of hedonistic revelry, boasting 16,000 card-carrying members at its peak. Often dubbed the Midwest Studio 54, Faces attracted an upscale clientele, with luminaries like Andy Warhol and Michael Jackson gracing its halls. The dance floor at Faces was a vibrant spectacle, teeming with disco divas and stylish gents swaying to the electric beat. Some even dared to dance in swimsuits, embracing the era's hedonism and allowing stardust to cling to their skin. When Faces caught a celebrity, it made headlines in People magazine, immortalizing its allure. However, in 1984, the celestial lights dimmed as Faces closed its doors. The Stephen Sondheim Theater stands in its place, preserving Rush Street's echoes of disco queens and glitter-clad warriors. And number 20, the Hippopotamus. The Hippopotamus in San Francisco's vibrant heart transcended the typical disco scene, becoming a kaleidoscope of rhythm and revelry. Born in the late 1970s on Folsom Street, it attracted a diverse crowd of rebels, artists, tech wizards, and poets, blending sequins with leather to celebrate individuality. Its dance floor pulsed with vibrant energy, where disco anthems became heartbeats, and love blossomed under the neon-lit canopy. Stardust lingered in the air, mingling with a scent of sweat and possibility, while drag queens and divas found sanctuary in its gender-fluid embrace. Even amid the pulse of bass, midnight poetry whispered tales of cosmic yearning and liberation, adding depth to the disco's allure. However, by the early 1980s, the Hippopotamus neon lights dimmed, and its dance floor spun its final pirouette. Yet its spirit endures, woven into the fabric of San Francisco's soul.